Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another episode of Create This Book and Create This Book 2, where basically I take these two books that were written and published by Mariah Elizabeth, an YouTuber here on YouTube, who created these books that are prompt books where each page gives you a different art or regular prompt to do and to fill out the book yourself. And so in my series, I fill out 2 pages on my Create This Book and my Create This Book 2. So it'll be a total of 4 pages in the 2 books each. So the first page that I'm going to be doing says, to create an unusual combo. Think of an object, draw it as if it was made of an unusual material. And then also has some examples, and it says, example, a ceiling fan made out of donuts, or a car made out of flowers. So when I sat down to do this, I honestly had no ideas besides the examples, and I wasn't really feeling creative or inspired to do anything, which was kind of the whole point of me doing these pages and filling out the pages of the book. And so I went and did my saving grace with art in general and went with a rainbow in the sky with some clouds. Now the tricky part was to decide how to make it different, and so I decided to make the rainbow a rainbow of flowers. You can't really see that they're flowers, they're kind of just dots or little like clumps of dots together. But that's how this page ended up turning out. It was very simple. I struggled a lot to do it, but I enjoyed it. But moving on to the next page, it tells you to create a record of your week, where you basically answer each of the following questions every day for a week. I honestly found this page very difficult because I live a very simple and basic life, so I didn't really have anything interesting to put in each of these days, and it was basically the same for every day. But I filled it out nonetheless. Even though this isn't really an art page, I still did it and decided to include it into this video. And so basically it asks you, like, what did you do each day? What did you wear each day? What did you eat? What was the best part of the day? What was the worst part of the day? And then what was one random activity you did that day? Which that one, the last one, was honestly the one that was hardest for me because I don't really do anything random at all. And so I filled out each of the pages, and the only way I could think to make it creative was just to put a different color for every day of the week that I had to do. But yeah, that's how the second page turned out. You know, it was simple. It got me thinking and realizing how simple my life was. But moving on to Create This Book 2, the first page of Create This Book tells you to create an invention. Now this page, I honestly knew right away what I was going to do. I also copied this idea for myself from a few years ago. During my sophomore year of high school, I took a creative writing class, and this was actually one of our writing prompts. And we had to take it a step forward and actually like write up a business proposal and business plans and stuff. But my idea and my invention, which I don't really know how it would work, if something like this even exists already, or if it would be possible or not, but basically it's a heating umbrella. It's like your standard old regular umbrella, but on the inside, some way, somehow, it like sends heat down onto you, so like when it's cold and it's raining, you have like a little heater above you. Again, I don't know how it would work, but I just had that idea for an invention, and when I read this prompt it reminded me of it, and so I decided to put it in for this page, mainly because I didn't have any other ideas for an invention. And I didn't really know how to decorate the umbrella, so I just went with the striped rainbow pattern. it honestly just looks like a regular umbrella with like heat waves coming out of it from the bottom. I didn't really have any plans on how it would look or if there would be heaters on the inside and how that would affect the weight or anything of the umbrella. But yeah, there's my invention, the heating umbrella. And now for the final page for this episode. It says create a reminder. Write something you should always remember. Now, when I sat down to do this, I honestly thought of a million things, and I couldn't really settle on any one. But in the end, I decided to go with something very basic, kind of. At least it felt basic when I was writing it. But the reminder that I put for myself was to always remind myself to pray. Even though that's something I do very regularly, I just thought it would be a nice thing to write and just to put on there. And also, I'm actually testing out a new art supply. They are these watercolor brush pens, where basically you use the brush pens and then use water on top of them to give it a watercolor effect. They were nice, they were interesting. I don't really know what I'm doing with watercolor in general, and it was the same thing for these watercolor brush pens. But I feel like for things like calligraphy or like this page that I did, I really liked it. It kind of gave me more control with the watercolor, but it was also just limited to the 7 colors, which were fine because they had the rainbow colors, so it was enough for me. I had a hard time with these 4 pages, even though they were debatably very easy pages. I guess I just wasn't really in a creative mood while working on them, and so it made it really hard for me to be creative. But overall, I did enjoy the prompts like I always do, and I had a fun time working on them. I really do like filling out the pages of my Create This Book and Create This Book 2, whether I'm feeling creative or I'm not feeling creative. I hope you all still liked the 4 pages that I did for this week, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Take care of yourselves, and God bless you all.